You ever wanted to see me tanner than George Hamilton? Now's your chance. Go to BillWhittleCruise.com and find out how. Hey everybody, I'm Steve Green with Bill Whittle and Scott Ott, and this is your bonus right angle segment for the last week before Christmas. If you can believe that, I can't. Actually, yes, I can, because I've got a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old. That's pretty much all they're talking about right now. Anyway, this segment used to be for members only, but our members decided to inflict it on everybody. So there you go. I apologize on their behalf. And what I do is a lightning round when it's my turn every third week to do one of these, where instead of going in depth into one story, or at least glossing over just one story, I pick out a bunch of fun headlines and inflict them on Bill and Scott, and then I save one for myself at the end. It's that simple. It's that much fun. So, Bill, let's start with you this week. I love this story. I love the story. NASA building supersonic plane that goes as fast as a Concorde without a sonic boom. It's the X-59 space plane. Lockheed Martin is building the thing. They hope to have it built next year. They hope to have it fly in 2021 for testing. I got to ask you, how much of it is a game changer to be able to put pretty much anyone anywhere in just a few hours, and literally anywhere, because you don't have to escape the sonic boom?
Well, that's a good question. The Earth, there's no place on Earth that's more than 35, 40 minutes away from any other place on Earth if you're outside the atmosphere.
Yep.
And if you're outside the atmosphere, your sonic boom problems are gone too. So really, you honestly could, I'm talking about from wheels up to wheels down, Los Angeles to London, Sydney to London, a 45-minute flight probably. And I have to say, I was expecting this somewhere around 1978, that general vicinity. But better late than never. And
we got our spandex jackets, though.
Not
one
for everyone. And it's just, it's a really encouraging sign, and it's a heartbreaking sign too, because what it's showing me is that this stuff always was possible, that there was never really an engineering problem that couldn't be defeated. It was all a question of just national willpower and plain old focus. But like I said, better late than never.
Indeed. I can't wait to see this thing fly. I've been dying for this kind of thing, well, since probably about 1978 when I was 8 or 9 years old, and now I'm 50, and finally I'm ready for this stuff.
Do I get a few minutes of weightlessness at the top of the parabolic arc?
Yeah.
If you're going suborbital, it's not it's not a suborbital flight. If you're going to go from Sydney to London, you are essentially in half of an orbit. So the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. I know. I want to do this before I die. Please let me have one orbital flight. That's
I would just say,
asking.
If you're doing that on Southwest, hold on to your nuts.
Oh, that too. All right, Scott, your turn. Oh, I don't know. Scott, let me ask you a little setup question. Have you seen the trailer for the Cats movie based on the terrible Andrew Lloyd Webber musical?
Well, yes, I don't know enough about the musical to know whether it's terrible, but yes, I've seen the trailer.
Okay, so you are aware that it's probably the creepiest thing that's ever been filmed. It makes it looks like Mr. Rogers. I think we're all agreed on that.
No. I like Mr. Rogers. This is creepy.
No, I'm saying it makes it the evil clown. The Stephen King thing.
Oh,
yeah.
that it.
Yeah, that it. Scott, actor Jason Derulo, he is having his motion picture debut in Cats.
No.
What?
I don't want to hear this question.
Yeah. He's complaining that his, quote, anaconda was edited out of Cats, and this is a complaint, mind you. So I have to ask, what the hell is wrong with people?
And the guy who did the work is thinking, it was 3 pixels. What are you saying? So... that's right there. There's a reason why cats walk around on all fours. It's so we don't have to see all that.
There you go.
So
too many nipples, creepy.
Yeah, when you start putting cats on their hind legs, you're seeing things that only their babies should see. So it's just the whole idea is creepy. Isn't the movie already out?
I don't know. The thing, I'm a horror movie devotee, and this thing creeps the hell out of me so badly, I can't even stand to finish watching the trailer all the way through.
Yeah, and the only reason I have no intention of going to see it is because I've seen Taylor Swift in concert actually twice, and I really liked her, and I want to stay really liking her. So I do not want to see her covered with fur. It is just... it's an abomination. And Jason Derulo, he just needs to man up a little bit and live with it. I mean, he's acting like a cat. Have you ever seen a cat?
I have indeed. I saw the stage show, probably 30 years ago now when I was about 20 years old. And there's just, not only is the music dreary, but there's nothing cat-like about the damn cats. It's so bad on so many levels. And if you haven't seen the trailer, do yourself a favor and don't. I didn't sleep right for 3 days after I watched the first 45 seconds of that thing and then switched it off. All right, Bill, back to you. Vox Media fires hundreds of freelance writers over California gig economy law, and they're tweeting angrily about it after, of course, one Vox writer published a big article about how the new law would save the working man from evil corporations. How about that? Unexpectedly?
Yes. So basically, California's passed laws that are basically eliminating a great number of people, a great many people who are independent contractors. Yep. California is doing this in order to preserve the dignity of the working man, and there will be hundreds of thousands of people without dignity as a result of this particular action. And the state continues to find ways to make sure that that no one can succeed in business. But we are based in California, and I'm afraid I have some interesting news that we'll have to discuss after the show.
This is what I feared.
Screw them. No. We're not going anywhere. Honestly, we're not going anywhere. It's like, and like you said in the setup, if you fire hundreds of independent contractor writers, and somebody who survived the cut is talking about how this is good for everybody, that guy needs a good smack.
Yeah.
Rhetorical. So.
Yeah, he really, really does. All right, Scott, let's go to you. Oh, man, this one caught my eye, and I thought of you right away because I love the little logical twists you use in C and all that good stuff. The quote,
I feel I'm being set up.
The quote that starts this off is, "Girl, please stop talking. Whoopi Goldberg rips Meghan McCain for claiming The View doesn't want conservative perspective."
So Whoopi Goldberg is rebuking Meghan McCain for saying that Meghan McCain's perspective is not welcome on her show, and she's doing that by telling her to shut up.
That's exactly right, sir. Yes.
I've never heard this story before, but it was instantly obvious what this was about. So, just because you could see it coming a mile down the track, It's like, I don't know what it is. I mean, Bill has said this often before, and perhaps he's quoting somebody else, or maybe he made it up. But, it's like conservatives want liberals to keep talking and liberals want conservatives to shut up. And usually you say that in the opposite way because it has more punch that way, but it's not my quote. It's striking to me. First of all, let me just criticize both of them. Number one, Meghan, quit your whining. And frankly, all conservatives, quit your whining. Stop complaining about how you don't have a voice somewhere. You've got more of a voice now than you ever had before. You've got an ability to bypass the corporate media and go straight to the individual. You've got ability to build an audience of people around the world for your ideas. And so stop whining about how you're not included in somebody else's ball game. It's not your game. Have your own game and just do your thing. And just because you're not welcome on The View, who wants to be there anyway?
Well, Groucho Marx said, he wouldn't want to join any club that would have him as a member. And here's Meghan McCain. They don't want her there. And she's like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah. So number one, conservatives, stop being such crybabies about, how you're marginalized by the so-called mainstream media. They're not the mainstream media. It's just the left media. There's right media too, and there's middle of the road media. Just be part of your own thing. And then secondly, just the hypocrisy of somebody like Whoopi Goldberg, who says she really cares about individual people and their ideas, that she wants to be part of a collective group of people who makes decisions by consensus and where everybody is valued because of who they are and where they come from and what they're right. Nobody's discriminated against. It's a big tent. And then basically anytime anybody disagrees with me, shut up, get out of my studio.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Whoopi to say that she didn't tell Meghan to shut up.
That's right. She didn't mean it that way.
I shouldn't have gone there. All right. Last story for me. Joe Biden says, if I'm president, charter schools are gone. He's just going to somehow wave his magic wand and close them all down. Well, you better have some big majorities in Congress that I don't think you're going to keep. Bill has been talking about this for a while now, and I brought it up on occasion too, that the Democrats can't afford to lose more than about 10% of the black vote in this country, or they are finished as a national party. And when I see Joe Biden say something like this, I see that day coming, and sooner rather than later, because you have black moms and dads all over this country who are stuck. Their kids, their children that they're trying to raise up right in this world are stuck with these horrible, awful schools that government will not fix, and then in fact are failure factories for the very reason of churning out more Democratic voters, and they're sick of it. These parents are rightly and morally correct to just be absolutely sick of this. They've got no way out. Charter schools are one of those ways out, and if Democrats want to wage a war on charter schools, all I can say is, Republicans, you get in those cities, you campaign, you promise to protect those schools, you promise to expand those schools, and then you deliver. And you'll be the winningest party that ever won a win. There's your right angle on that. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching this silly little lightning round. I'm Steve Green with Bill Whittle and Scott Ott. Please remember that content like this needs sponsors like you, so join up at BillWhittle.com. We would love to have you on board. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.